Billboard Philippines. Volumes.
This special episode of Volumes is dedicated to Pride Month. We have our esteemed guests talk about Pride and the music scene. We have N of Dilaw, Hannah of Bird, and of course, Ice Suguerra.
Billboard Philippines. Volumes.
All right, we are turning up the volume on your favorite artists. You can catch us here on Spotify and YouTube. And of course, you can follow us on Billboard Philippines on IG, X, and on Facebook. My name is Ice Suguerra, and welcome to a very, very special episode of Billboard Philippines Volumes. And of course, with me are...
Hello, I am N from Dilaw here, and
I'm Hannah from Bird and Lindenwood.
All right, so simulan na natin to.
alrighty.
How did you get into music?
So, well, for me, my parents were also artists. My dad was a director, and my mom was helping him out in his productions. And a lot of those productions happened to be musicals. As a kid, I didn't spend a lot of time at home or in school. I spent a lot of time watching my parents' rehearsals. And that's what kind of got me into music, well, live music especially.
Yeah.
And yeah, it all started from there, I guess. How about you?
So, I got into music because of skateboarding, because of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. The soundtrack.
This is the
of
video
that-
game, no?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the video game. So the soundtrack of that was like mostly punk rock, mostly rock music, and so I'll play every day, and I'll just hear everything every day. It was like the old Spotify, how you discover the music.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
then from there on, it was punk rock, and I'm here now.
Cool, cool.
Cool.
So, how did you guys choose your respective instruments?
Para ang babaw nung reason ko. Well, hindi, kasi isa talaga sa mga influences ko, folk music, diba? Gustong-gusto ko yung tunog ng gitara. Dahil, for me, it calms me. Tapos, I remember growing up, band breakout ng 90s nun eh. So, I would bring my guitar to school. So, gitara yung pinili ko no, number one, kasi ang lakas makapogi.
The pogi
Diba?
points are so low with the guitar.
Number two, madali siyang dalahin.
Yeah.
Unlike keyboard, diba? Parang, you
Or
can't bring it
drums.
everywhere. Well,
Drums.
At least drumsticks.
True.
But that's my reason.
Yeah, I see.
So I chose drums because of Linkin Park. Watching Rob Burden play for, I think it was 8 weeks at number one. In the end, just watching him play the drums, I was like, I want to play the drums. And then eventually, my parents got me the drums because I kept on hitting the pillows, and the pillows got smashed. So yeah, that's how I started out with the drums.
For me naman, it's kind of shallow too. It's because we happen to have a keyboard in the house. And, my parents thought it would be healthy for me to learn something outside of just academics. So they put me in sports and music. But yeah, the very first was piano. And that really stuck with me until I grew older. I even tried to study it for college in UP Diliman. And I got accepted, but I dropped out because I hate school.
Same. Aw.
So yung parents niya gusto niyang hindi academics yung aralin niya.
Yeah.
Ang saya.
Yeah, my parents are weird.
Okay. Ice, your music career really rose up in the mainstream. I know a lot of musicians and fans grew up watching and hearing you on TV. What was that like?
Masarap yung feeling whenever people would sing along. 'Di ba? I mean, iba yung pakiramdam kapag kumakanta sila with you. Parang, and ako, I think ang pinaka-favorite ko doon is whenever people would come up to me and tell me na, you know this song, parang whenever naririnig ko to, it would help me, parang natutulungan sila to parang makapaglabas ng nararamdaman nilang sama ng loob or whatnot, or naging parte siya ng buhay nila at one point in time. Yun, parang I like the fact that the songs na kinanta ko have become a part of people's lives. So I think that's the best part, yun sa akin. Pero ako, gusto kong malaman sa inyo, syempre, di ba yung journey nyo sa music, of course, very different, like, pinag-uusapan natin kanina. Paano nyo na-navigate yung music scene, especially, since you guys are in bands?
For me, because I started in the Baguio music scene, which is much smaller than the one here in Manila, much less intense. And you get to know a lot of people. And that's, how I met the rest of the band because it's a super small community. But I would say navigating it here is easier in terms of being a trans woman just because it's more diverse here.
Mhm.
Like, yes, it's hotter here and there's so many people here, but the upside is you get to meet a lot of people, and people here also get to meet a lot of people, making it so that we're not such a rare occurrence anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, people aren't as weird towards us.
So yung band niyo before, yung band mo yung Dilaw, since Baguio pa yun? Or,
Yeah, actually
Oh.
separate bands kami.
oh,
Like
okay.
I was part of an instrumental band with my brother, yung lead guitarist.
Oh.
Tapos si Dilaw and V yung rhythm guitarist, they needed a rest of the band. So they called us up and like, hey, parang
Alright.
ganun.
Dito na sa Manila na po.
In Baguio,
In Baguio
pa
pa
rin.
rin.
Pero after they were signed na.
I see.
So yeah.
How about you, Hannah?
Oh
How about
my
you?
God. I don't know anymore. I've been
Oh,
playing
no.
for so long na it's just been like everything's so automatic na.
When would you say was like your start of your professional music career?
Oh, guess like 15 years ago. It was after like a lot of session work for a lot of people.
So nag-session ka muna talaga.
Yeah, so knowing different people
Mm.
and finally forming the band I have now, Bird. So that's cool.
So beyond your music, a lot of your personal life came under the spotlight, Ice. How did you go through all of that?
Siguro because I started really young, nasanay ako na yung buhay ko nasa spotlight. Parang nakakabit na siya talaga sa akin. Parang hindi ko na alam kung kailan nagsa-start yung personal life ko at natatapos yun, napunta sa public life. Parang it's like gano'n na siya.
Oh my gosh.
So siguro it's a good thing dahil since nasanay ako kahit nung time na especially I was transitioning and all these things, no, even though may mga time na na-attack ako, nagawa kong ma-shield yung sarili ko because nasanay ako. Nasanay ako na
Gets.
nagkaroon na lang ako ng wall
Yeah.
pero nasanay ako. Parang ganun. I don't know if that's even a good thing, but I just got used to it.
But it's a way to get through it though. If it works.
Pero gets. Oo.
Gets din.
Pero ako gusto ko malaman, like, to bring up experiences, growing up, transitioning, and figuring out sa identity nyo sa spotlight, kayo, paano nyo rin ginawa yun?
Yeah, it's weird because, well, for me, I came out pretty much the same year Dilaw as a band started.
Oh, okay.
So like same year yun, I came out, and then medically transitioning, I was fortunately able to start 2 years ago.
How has it been so far for you?
It's been good naman. I've been enjoying the results and I feel much happier than before. And how it is in the spotlight though is an interesting case because this is my first job. This is my first time navigating a professional scene. So I also have to deal with, letting people know about this thing that some people may not be comfortable with. And that's just something you have to learn to deal with. You have to learn to deal with other people
Yeah.
without escalating things and stuff like that because, we're all trying to live here, make a livelihood. And at the end of the day, does gender really matter with our jobs? Like,
True.
Yeah.
The way I came out, nag-post lang ako sa Instagram
Oh, yeah.
during Pride Month, like, Happy Pride! Tapos naka-dress up ako ng, I think, pang workout clothes ng wife ko.
When was this?
2020. Like,
Oh.
so,
Okay.
June 2020.
Oh, around the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tapos, pinost ko lang. Tapos, let's see what happens.
I love it.
Tapos yun nga, surprisingly, everyone was, open arms, accommodating, loving. Tapos parang, whoa, it's not that scary after all.
Yeah.
Well, now.
That's
Tapos, like, after nun, nag-transition ako medically 2022. Yeah, support ng wife ko. Ayan siya, si Carmela.
Let's
Hi.
go.
Medyo mahabang usapan yun kasi parang...
That's another, that's another volume.
That's another volume.
Episode. But
So,
that's a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
No, kasi, I mean, syempre, of course, ako as a trans person, I haven't transitioned because, I mean, medically transitioned. I have socially transitioned, but medically not
Yeah.
yet because I'm a singer. And that's my
yeah,
problem.
right.
Oh, that's true.
Kumbaga, especially when I first came out, andun ako sa, syempre, di ba yung gender dysphoria is so great na parang, I wanna do this now. I wanna do this now. Alam mo yun?
So true.
Pero, hindi. Kasi, siguro kung drummer ako, okay lang. Kung keyboardist ako, okay lang. But, ito yung instrument ko eh. And ito yung nagpapakain sa amin. Alam mo yun?
True,
Parang,
Gets.
naglalaban yung pagiging padre de pamilya ko, which is a big part of my identity as well. And then, this other part of my identity, which is me, di ba? So parang, until now, that's still an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing conversation with my wife. Right now, kami sa, okay ako sa top surgery. But at least, yung testosterone, parang, inisip ko, sige, na lang, pag bilyonaryo na ako, yung tipo, hindi na ako aasa sa pagkanta.
Yeah.
Okay, so pwede ko nang gawin yan.
True.
Yeah.
But anyway, like what you said kanina, di ba? Yung support ng bandmates nyo, sobrang, sobra siyang nag-matter, di ba? Kasi iba yun eh. Iba yung maramdaman mo that there's this love, yung embrace sa inyo, yung acceptance. But when you started playing in, different scenes, did you feel the same acceptance then as trans artists from the audience?
Scary at first kasi you don't know how they would react.
How was the first gig after that Instagram post ng Happy Pride? I wanna know.
Yeah, that was terrifying because naka-dress up now. It's parang, how are people actually in real life
Yeah.
versus online?
Yeah,
diba? Because you never know.
Especially
Pero,
online,
surprise,
you get
yeah.
stories, diba?
Yeah, but surprisingly, everyone was so, loving and caring. So, especially yung like yung underground scene, parang they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
feel that's so
good.
true. Yeah, I agree there because I distinctly remember my first gig here in Manila with Dilaw. It was in Mandala Park, 123 block. A lot of gigs happen there. And it was a hip hop gig full of, hip hop people. So I was gonna get up on stage on a skirt and my makeup and my deep ass voice and be like, hello. Yeah, you're right. It's super scary at first, but then you come to realize that in the underground music scene, your audience there is there really there for your music. These people are music fans.
Yeah.
It would be great if everybody in the world wouldn't give a damn about what we are and just would enjoy our music. But sadly, that is not the reality we live in. But
We're gonna get there.
we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get
and we're
there.
getting there.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
the music scene's great, guys. Come join us.
Yes. Ako para sa inyo, sino yung mga artists, at least the local ones na you think nag-pave ng way for LGBTQ artists like us na eto maging
Well, you are one, and for me, Hannah is one too because you're the first other trans woman I've ever met in the scene. And who else? I would say, for me at least, I made an observation that this is we're kind of profiting off of popularity here, and a lot of popular LGBTQ members have come from the Philippines, which also made it easier for us.
yeah.
Like there's Vice Ganda, there's Breadman Rock.
Yeah.
True.
Totoo.
They're paving the way in their own way as well, So yeah.
Yeah. Ice is one.
Nice.
Locally, it's usually the lesbians, the lesbian
yeah.
artist. Yeah, it's usually them. That's like, okay, I could be me.
But how do you think yung representation? Kasi I mean, coming from, di ba, years ago, na halos wala talagang representation on television ng LGBTQ. Or kung meron man, it's always like the stereotypical gay people na pinagtatawanan, etc.
Yeah.
But over the years, di ba, nagbago yun eh. Gaano sa tingin nyo ka-importante yung pagbabago ng representation sa mainstream media para magkaroon tayo ng lakas ng loob to really come out of our shell and just be ourselves?
So true.
Sabi nga ni Marina, bida na, di ba? Hindi na pinagtatawanan. Di ba?
Yes.
Hindi na backup
Mismo.
lang. Bida na.
So wild. I find it crazy, that process, but I'm thankful for it either way. It was crazy. Yeah.
Okay, I think we can all agree that it hasn't been an easy transition and journey, and we've talked about earlier in our interview, which everyone can read now on Billboard.com. What's been the most memorable moment you guys have had as musicians?
It's a lot of memories to go through.
Yeah,
Sobrang memorable mo maisip.
parang it's a long list.
Yeah.
Parang every gig is memorable
True.
until the next one tops it. Parang,
Yeah.
parang ganun siya eh. No? Kasi parang when you're in the moment, parang yeah, oh my God, this is the best.
Ah,
Pag
That's so
pagkatapos
true.
nun, yung next naman, oh my God, this is the best.
true, true.
Yeah.
Parang ganun siya for me.
It's a tough question. I feel like, yeah, especially since like growth as musicians is super gradual. Like you can't get better at an instrument in a day, or you can't get a bunch of following in a
Yeah.
day. So all your memories are built upon other memories. It's like, it's hard to
Yeah.
have a memory of just finished product, you know? It's all about the journey, guys.
Yeah,
I
getting
agree.
to play is just memorable in itself.
Yeah, that's
Or minsan ako, ang memorable sa akin, is kunyari like, you keep singing the same songs, di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi syempre, yun yung hinihintay ng audience mo. Pero may gagawin yung isang kabanda mo na something different. Uy!
Oh yeah, that's
Yun,
fun.
yun yung mga for me, sarap. Sarap ng mga ganung moments.
Or yung mga sablay on stage.
Isa pa yun.
Yun, memorable yung
Memorable
sablay
in a
on
bad
stage.
way.
Oh my god, the conversation in the holding room after is
Yeah,
memorable
for
in a
sure.
bad way. Nice. Did your transitions influence your music and creative process in any way?
No, I'm still me.
Still,
Yeah,
it's just the
I-
same,
I-
no?
No, I just became me.
Yeah.
Pero everything's still the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Diba?
Parang wala namang pagbabago. Eh.
Diba?
Yeah,
Oo,
parang
kasi
same.
parang, I think because when we started music or playing music, eto na tayo, nakatago lang siya.
Exactly.
So siguro kung may konti mang pagbabago, it's probably bolder or probably braver, but it's still the same
Still
in
me.
terms of, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it didn't make me a better pianist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, same. Looking ahead, what do you hope the future holds for LGBTQ plus representation in the music industry?
Ako looking ahead, sana next time, hindi lang tayong tatlo yun nandito.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
it will be a series because there's
True.
so many of us.
True.
Alam mo yun? And a trans band.
Oh, that would be cool.
Diba?
A
That would
full
be great.
trans band.
Usap-usap tayo guys.
Let's go.
Side band.
In the works.
But yeah, siguro yun, parang more of us. More of us.
Yeah.
Playing different, genres of music. Not, I mean, di lang sa banda, pero, like even classical, opera, as in,
Yes.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Amazing.
You said it. Yun na yun.
Yun na yun eh. Yeah.
How about you, Ann?
Well, first of all, that. And I also want to see, the younger generation paying it forward, because
Yeah.
I always see it sometimes in my generation that we take things for granted, how easy it is for us to straight up be alive in this world. And you shouldn't take that for granted, guys. You should always look forward, try to make it even better for the next person, because, we're a community.
That's
Spread the love.
Spread the love.
So, to close this amazing conversation with the two of you, I want to ask this. What's one piece of advice that you would want to give your younger selves when you first started out in music?
Akla lumabas ka na. Just be yourself. Yeah. Don't hate yourself too much and just spread the love.
Yeah, that's true. Spread the love. What else? To my younger self, I would say it's okay to be scared. Life is scary, but scary things are worth it sometimes. So, yes.
Ako, siguro to my younger self, it's okay to make mistakes. Huwag ka masyado magpaka-perfect. And, to get to 100, you have to start at 1. You can't be the best if you don't start somewhere. That's true with my songwriting. I still feel like I'm not there yet. So to my younger self, you have to be braver and just suck it up when you make mistakes and learn from it. All right. So thank you very much. Sana nag-enjoy kayo sa aming kwentuhan dito. Thank you so much, Billboard Volume. And of course, I'm Ice.
I am N.
I'm Hannah.
And you can catch us on Spotify and YouTube. And of course, follow Billboard Philippines on IG, X, and on Facebook. Thank you.
See you.
Billboard, Philippines.